Now, even as the furor over Tapash Pal's rape comment continues, another politician is making a controversial comment on women. Goa's PWD Minister Sudhin Dhavalekar has said that women going to pubs in short dresses is not India's culture. The minister made that comment while speaking to reporters after a function, and a short while ago while speaking to CNN IBN, he remains defiant. He says that not only does he stand by his comment, but also that the Goa government will now begin a crackdown on pubs across the state. He says alcohol consumption should be banned in Goa, which is a tourist state. Don't know how great that idea is, but the last thing this country and the women of this country don't need is a lecture on morality from our politicians. First, Tapash Pal in West Bengal, and now Goa's minister, PWD minister there. Just to tell you what else he has said, this is Goa's PWD minister. While that furor continues over Tapash Pal's rape comment, is saying that women going to pubs in short dresses is not Indian culture. He made that statement while speaking to reporters at a function, but a short while ago he did speak to CNN IBN on the phone as well. He's defiant. He's standing by his statement, not willing to apologize, not seeing that he said anything wrong. He says that the Goa government will now begin a crackdown on pubs across the state. Goa largely dependent on tourism, people who come to the state for its nightlife. He's saying that alcohol consumption should be banned in the state. More importantly, he's telling CNN IBN that his chief minister agrees with him. He's not stopping there either, and we'll try and make you listen to what he said, what else he said. But he's also saying that I appeal to all women in Goa not to drink. Let's just listen into the minister, and then we'll come back to some reactions.
Would you apologize for the comment that you have made, sir, about women going to pubs in short dresses?
See, here when Mutalik came, he said that the pubs Sanskriti should be stopped. There was no hello.
Yes, please go ahead, sir.
There was no opposition from the people of Goa to him to stop that pub Sanskriti.
Right.
As per my opinion, every parent of Goa do not like their children to go to the pub. They are against of this.
You are saying that it is against Goan culture to let people go to pubs? Is that what you're saying, sir?
It is against the Goan culture goes in pub.
It is against Goan culture to let people go to pubs, to let women, men go to pubs. Is that the view of a minister of Goa?
I am against of that because they wear shorts, they wear those, and what is happening night time after having a drink along with somebody? Not all girls are having drinks, but some of the girls have drinks, they fight each other, and this has happened 3 to 4 times in Goa.
So what is wearing short dresses got to do with it, sir? Mr. Sudhin, I must ask you, what is your argument of Goans not liking their children going to pubs? How is that related to Goans not liking their children wearing short dresses or not? What is the connection between the two? Would you like to explain, sir?
No, I am not saying like that. I think you have given a wrong information.
You have not said, your statement is very clear that you believe that girls should not be wearing short dresses. Now you've just told me that according to you, it is against Goan culture for letting people go to pubs.
There are children wearing with short dress, going in crafts, going in pubs, are to be objected because they take their drinks, some of the girls do the nonsense thing, and then the fight goes on.
Mr. Minister, don't you believe that as a minister, your job, sir, is not to be commenting on what people wear, rather than looking after the law and order situation in your state? You are unfair. You are failing to do that, and you are blaming what kind of clothes are being worn by people.
I'm talking about law and order situation. Nobody should take law and order in hand.
So you believe that by not going to pubs and by not wearing short dresses, law and order will be better in Goa? Is that the view of a minister of Goa?
Of course, law and order is very good in Goa.
No. Therefore, I'm asking you, sir. I'm asking you that do you believe law and order can be better if people were not to wear short dresses? If girls were not to wear short dresses, and if girls were not to go to pubs, will there be lesser number of brawls?
I think you don't know the situation of Goa, what is happening these days.
What is the situation?
Some girls are coming from outside. We have even attacked to them, and they are taken in the police custody.
So therefore, you believe Mr. Sudhin, are you suggesting that the best way to tackle the deteriorating law and order situation in Goa is to basically impose a curfew. Then you say that no one should be coming out of their houses. Then you say that no one has a right to enjoy an evening out.
You are going out of way, my friend. You are going out of way. I never said like that. Goa's law and order is very good. Today things are happening very nice, but some of the girls which are coming from outside as a tourist are doing this.
What is your responsibility? Mr. Minister, isn't your responsibility to ensure that law and order is maintained? Rather than casting aspersions on you are essentially indulging in character assassination of women who come from other states, sir.
When the parents of the Goa are objecting to come out with the pubs openly, there is the question, I should be with the parents of my Goan parents.
So you am I then to, so you close down, why don't you close down all the pubs? Why don't you close down all these casinos that you have?
That is what we want to do. That is what we want to do. We are waiting for it.
You are saying you will close down all pubs. You are saying you will close down all casinos. Goa, which is supposed to be an ultimate vacationer's paradise, is going to be closed down now. So am I to understand, sir, am I to understand that all pubs, all casinos, Goa, which was supposed to be a holiday's paradise, will cease to be a paradise?
You know, all pubs. These are some of the pubs. What I was talking on that day, there are some of the pubs. That is happening something nonsense in the pubs.
What is this nonsense?
I have said, and if Mutalik person come with a law and order situation, we will not keep quiet. This also I have said on that day.
No, but sir, my point to you is that if you are a minister, as a minister of Goa, does it suit you to be commenting on what kind of clothes should be worn by women and whether women should be going to pubs or not? Who are you to be taking this decision?
After 12 o'clock, if some women are going in the pub, doing dance, drinks, and doing side with each other, definitely I will object for it.
Sir, do you not believe that this is like taking India to Stone Ages? You want India and Goa to be taken back to Dark Ages. Is that what you're looking for?
I will see that pub will be closed.
You believe? So you close. You close down all the pubs. You close down all casinos. You close down all these places.
That is what I want to tell.
And you close down alcohol consumption also. Will you close down alcohol consumption also? Will you crack down on that too?
Of course, after 11:30, definitely some of the bars are closing.
Do you believe that it is much better if you just don't allow women to drink in Goa? Is that what it's coming down to?
Of course, I will tell my sister that you don't please drink. It is a very bad to the health also.
So you believe women should not be drinking at all. There will be a ban.
My sister, I don't want to call women. I am telling my sister that, see, drinking is very bad to the health. And if you don't drink beyond the limit, it is more affecting to the health.
Does your chief minister agree with these views? Mr. Minister, does Mr. Parrikar agree with the views that you're expressing?
My principal I am accepting.
No, your chief minister. I'm saying, does your chief minister, Mr. Parrikar, agree with your views which you've just told me, sir? Does he believe that there should be a crackdown on pubs? You close down all, you don't allow women to drink, you don't allow women to go to pubs?
Now coming on the highways, bars are to be closed. If it is the notification coming on the highways to bars are to be closed, it is to be closed.
Let's get in Bhupen Chaubey, who did that interview with Mr. Dhavalikar. Bhupen, just to put all of this in perspective, Mr. Dhavalikar belongs to a party which is promising to bring in the women's reservation bill. I mean, I don't even know what to call this interview. It was almost bordering on the ridiculous.
Well, you've used the word ridiculous. I could call it bizarre. I could call it unacceptable. But that's the way it is. You know, Shreya, the disturbing fact is that it was Tapas Paul of the Trinamool Congress yesterday. It is Mr. Sudhin Dhavalikar of the BJP today. It was Mulayam Singh Yadav of the Samajwadi Party a few days back. It was someone else from the CPM maybe a few weeks back. What does this show us? What it shows us is that our elected class, our MPs, our ministers, people who we choose so that they can give us a better life, this is the view, this is the reality of this class. Now, what is the point of Mr. Dhavalikar? That there seems to be a law and order situation. When I consistently asked him in that interview that don't you think that as a minister, your job is to improve on the law and order enforcement agencies in your state to ensure that there is better mechanism, he was of the view that the real problem is created by those who come from outside Goa. Now, this is an absolutely shocking statement to be made by someone who happens to be a minister in a place like Goa. When I asked him whether his chief minister was someone who agreed with his views, he was very categorical. He said, yes, Mr. Parrikar is also someone who agrees with his view. It just makes me feel very, very sad that these are the kind of people who have been chosen by us to rule over us. extremely shocking state of affairs as far as our elected class is concerned.
And typically, I would see the BJP distancing itself from these comments. But, you know, Bhupen, any first reactions coming in?
No, I don't expect any reaction. I just expect, some spokesperson here in Delhi like Nalin Kohli or Sambit Patra or someone will perhaps just say that these are all comments which are his own personal comments, that we have nothing to do with it. What was the comment, what was the clarification which was issued by Derek O'Brien, for instance, yesterday when the Tapas Paul controversy came up, and when Mr. O'Brien was asked whether he agreed with the views that Mr. Tapas Paul was saying that he will send his goons to rape women of the CPIM, he was of the view, Derek O'Brien said that these are not the Trinamool Congress's views, these are views of Mr. Paul. Well, assuming that those were views of Mr. Paul, was the Trinamool Congress not going to act against him? Look at the action which has been taken. Mamata Banerjee, like a school examination, has asked for a written explanation within 48 hours. I think something of similar kind perhaps will happen in this latest incident also, where the shoe frankly is on the BJP now. Can Mr. Modi, for instance, who's very quick to tweet, who keeps arguing, for instance, about how he feels for the safety of women. Look at the statements, the highfalutin statements which are often made by BJP leaders that we are all planning for Achhe Din, better days. What about dealing with your own people? I'm afraid that you will only be welcomed by silence on that one.
All right, Bhupen, we leave it there for the